What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Unfiltered, the podcast, where we say the things people usually whisper or text their group chat and immediately delete. And today we're bringing you a Christmas edition because nothing exposes people quite like the holidays. Facts. Family, money, expectations, and emotions all in one month. Dangerous. So we've got the full crew today. You're here with the biggest, Marlena and AOV. Hi, everybody. Thank you for being here.
How y'all doing? How y'all doing?
All right. So we're going to ease into this. On a scale of 1 to 10, how are we really feeling this Christmas season?
0. Negative. Negative 1,000. Like,
Yeah, I feel that. What about you, Marlena?
Um, Honestly, I would say I feel the same, but I'll probably say like a 4 or 5. Like I'm kind of in the middle. Like Christmas is just not Christmas this year, if that makes sense.
Mm,
And I feel the same way. It's just something about this year is just not. I don't know. Nothing's lining up right. Everything is happening all at once. It's like, what's going on this year? This year is just not. I guess it's not the holiday.
yeah, it's definitely, I feel the same way. It's the first holidays without my mom this year, so it's definitely hard and I'm just not feeling it at all. So we're all on the same page there. All right, let's most awkward Christmas memory.
okay. So one time, me and my family did like kind of like a Secret Santa, but it really wasn't Secret Santa. It was like where you pick a name and then you go in the store and spend like a certain amount. And it was me, my mom, two of my sisters, and then two of my nieces. When we went into the store, everybody did their little shopping, came back, we got in the car, everybody started opening their gifts. I had one of my nieces, and I decided that I wanted to give her a candle with her initial on it. And she opens it, everybody's all like, "Oh my god, we love our gifts, we love our gifts." She opened up her gift and gonna say, "Oh." I said, "Oh."
Mad awkward. I
And
like,
God, and
oh,
she literally put it back in the bag, and she just like added
expectations
to
was
it.
shot.
Man, I was like, dang, I thought my bad, I thought I ate.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, for me, honestly, I could say like in my household, it wasn't really like a time where we celebrate Christmas but don't celebrate Christmas. So I feel like an awkward moment for me was kind of when I was little. I would say I was like at least 11. And my grandma, auntie, and my mom, they were all in the kitchen wrapping gifts. So, me being like my age, I'm like, I'm thinking Santa Claus still real. So I go and like, it's like 2 in the morning. So I'm snooping around trying to see. I'm like, oh, Santa Claus then put all my gifts down. I walk into the kitchen and I just see my auntie, all of them, and they freeze and they look at me and they're like, Marlena, what are you doing up? And I'm like, I said, "What is this?" So they set me down, explained everything, and when I tell y'all, I cried for hours. I cried for hours. I'm like, this whole time I've been making cookies for y'all. Y'all be eating my cookies. This is bad greedy. But I wasn't even mad that they were Santa Claus. I'm mad that y'all was eating my cookies because I done made these for Santa Claus and y'all done ate my stuff.
Yo, it's funny because I experienced something similar to that too. Was my goal?
Yes. I was like, okay, you experienced something similar. Let's go. Let's hear it.
Nah, so a time is when I didn't pretty much write all the names down for the gifts. So I'm just wrapping them and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get to it. Come and find out I mixed everybody's gifts up. So we did like a little get together at the house. So everybody's getting all these gifts that wasn't even supposed to be for them. And I'm just sitting there all awkward and just letting it be. And then everybody's like, why am I getting this? So at the end of everything, then I explained to them, I was like, yeah, you get this one, you get this, you get this. Oh
Um,
man.
for me, I was about 7, my sister was about 5, and we were at my grandparents' house. And my uncle had given us each a gift, and we opened them, and they were bike locks. And the first thing that comes out of my sister's mouth is, "Oh, great! All I need is a bike now." And I was so, you know, that secondhand embarrassment is what it
She
was.
said she needed something to put her lock on.
Right, right. So my parents had bought us bikes, and they were in the basement. They just haven't given them to us yet. So my uncle was sitting there feeling all awkward, like, "Oh, you know, you don't have a bike or whatever." And I was just, I was grateful because, you know, it's just how I've always been. If I have a bike to put it on or not, I'll find something else to put it on, I guess, you know. But when she said that, I was like, I was just, yeah. So that was an awkward moment for me. So let's talk about the side that people don't talk about a lot. The heavy part of the holidays. So what feels heavy for you in this during the holidays?
Around like this time of year, people in my family um unalive, and yeah, I feel like that's something that just kind of puts me out of the spirit because it's like it's this time of year again, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like you kind of like get not. I don't want to say not remember it or deal with it. You just deal with it better. But when the time comes, you're like, damn, you got to relive that feeling again.
Yeah, or I feel like in the moment of like, you know, like the anniversary comes up for
Yep.
the person that passed before that. It's like oh, this is my first time without them. But before I
Mm-hmm.
could really get past that one, somebody else on their way out, I'll be like,
Mm-hmm.
oh my gosh, I hate it here.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, for me, it's bills. I don't know what it is with connection with the world, but everything just goes in shambles around this time of the year. Everything just keeps like a train wreck, just a whole domino effect. Everything just goes downhill. So it's the part is like trying to get through it, trying to like work your way around what works for you or works for everybody. It's just nuts.
Um, for me, I could kind of say like it's something similar to like what the biggest said. Like, for me personally, Christmas hasn't been the same since I lost my mom, and like that was all the way in 2020. So I haven't really celebrated Christmas after that. Of course, we still do it for my little sisters because she's like still younger, so like she doesn't really get the full concept, if that makes sense. So it's just like when that time comes around, it's like, dang, like what do I do? Or should I carry this on because this is what she used to do? Or should I do this? Should I do that? But in reality, we barely do anything, y'all. When I tell y'all, I don't even put up a Christmas tree anymore. So, I could kind of say that's like the most like not joyful part. Other than that, I think everything is fine. Like at least I get to be with my little sister and grandma, and like people that's close to me. But yeah.
Yeah, I come from a big family, so when my grandparents were still alive, we used to get everybody together at grandma's house, and you know, we'd eat and, you know, do all the things. And then when my grandparents had passed, it was just um my parents, my sister and I. And you know, we would spend the day together. My dad's birthday is on Christmas Eve, so we would kind of celebrate the two together. Um and it was nice just having our family there, but like I said, this year's just different. And the last couple of years, I kind of went overboard because I knew my mom didn't have much longer. So when she wanted that real Christmas tree that last year, or when she, you know, wanted this, you know, we would go all out for her because we didn't know if it was going to be her last. And so this year is different because it's the first Christmas without her, and it's just my dad, my sister, and I, and then my partner. But I don't think I did put the Christmas tree up because I know that that's the one thing that my mom loved looking at, and I know she would want me to put it up. So I did. Um, but yeah, it's. I don't think it's going to be the same. It's never going to be the same as it was, and I think that that's for any, holiday or family gathering or whatever. That it's just not going to be the same now. But um, so let's talk about pressure because Christmas comes with a lot of it. Anybody?
I was trying to see if somebody else wanted to go first, but I feel like for me, my family don't really have pressure because it's like we do the gatherings together, but everybody is pretty much the day before. So like Christmas Eve, that's when pretty much everybody does like stuff with their little families, like open their gifts. They do like the cookies and like different holiday traditions that they have within their own household. And then like on Christmas Day is when we do like a big gathering, but nobody's really bringing gifts. It's more so about us just spending time with each other. So I don't really think there's no pressure on my end. We be chilling. We be chilling.
For me, it'd be pressure all over from everything is pressure. Bills, gifts, life, everything is just. So right now, I'm just trying to, figure everything out because the other day I was getting like kind of anxiety and like this time of the year is always like this. I don't know.
Yeah.
Um, on my end, um, I don't know. I wouldn't say I really have too much pressure. I feel like the only thing that could probably be pressure on my family personally is like not to brag about my birthday, but we all know my birthday is 3 days before Christmas. So being a Christmas child, kind of like do you want to do this or do you want to do that? It's certain stuff like we can't do due to Christmas being right there because you don't want to do too much where people have to go out of their way to do too much, knowing Christmas is right around the corner. And so like it was always like taught that would be selfish. So like I feel like that would probably be the only thing that's pressure related, unless I would say like trying to satisfy everybody. Like I feel like I have to satisfy everybody. So you're trying to get everybody a certain thing, like trying to get everybody at least one thing they want because like
Exactly, and that's that pressure. Not to cut you off, but the satisfying. Like you got to make sure, like is this good enough for them? You know what I mean? It's that's pressure.
Yeah.
I don't care what
Definitely.
anybody says. That is pressure. Even if you close to them and you kind of know what they want, but at the end of the day, it's like, do they really want that? Is it enough? Is it not enough? And it just keep on going.
Hmm. Yeah, I feel that. I feel like the main pressure I have is trying to find something for everybody. My dad is impossible to shop for. If he's the kind of guy that if he wants something, he's gonna get it. So there's nothing that he doesn't have.
I'm the same way. I'm the
So,
same way.
and I'm so sick of gift cards, Fleet Farm gift cards, or the Cabela's gift card or whatever, because I want it to be something personable. You know what I mean? Like thought into it or something. But I mean, so that's a lot of pressure on me is just trying to figure out what. And I know that's not the mindset for Christmas or whatever, but pressure.
That's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
everything around you, it kind of like tweaks your brain, like to only think that that's what Christmas is about.
Right.
And Christmas is not about that, but everyone made it like that. Like it's just a norm. Christmas is just about being with family, exchanging memories or whatever. Just like Thanksgiving, it's the same thing.
Yeah. So let's stir the pot a little bit. Holiday hot takes. Christmas doesn't need to be expensive to be meaningful.
I agree. I feel like it's more so about like the thought that counts because you don't have to. I feel like you don't have to spend money on me anything you get me is like, I promise you I would love it because I feel like it is about the thought. Like, like everybody can afford certain things. So it's like, you could write me a letter. I'm going to keep it forever. I don't care. It don't even necessarily have to be for Christmas. You could write me a letter just because you said you was thinking about me. And I'm going to take that letter and I'm going to keep it forever. Like, I'm so simple.
Yeah, I feel like I'm on that same wagon. Like, it's always the thought that counts. I don't expect anything from no one. So anything that's bought, or it could be the smallest damn thing, I'm gonna just accept it. Like, it's the thought that is oh, you thought about me and you went out your way and get that. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I agree. Like kind of like what V said. Like last question, where everybody has made it to where like Christmas is about the gift giving and how much you spend. I truly don't believe like you can give me anything, like the biggest thing. You can give me a note card, anything, and I will be grateful. Like literally, my sister, she went to Dollar Tree the other day and she bought me a little Stanley cup and she bought me some makeup because she was like, I know that's what you like, like Merry Christmas. And I was like, that's thoughtful. It's like the thought that counts, like what you put in, because at the end of the day, Christmas is about you spending time with your family, you spending time with friends, you spending time with the people you love, and eat some good food. Like
Yeah, I agree. It's times sure like times have changed. Everything is I feel like everything's about gifts now. Everything's about money. Everything's so expensive and it's different now than it was back then. But yeah, I like you guys all said, I'd be happy with anything. Send me a text message, call me, anything. I'd be happy with it. I don't need any material gifts or anything like that. So, yeah, I agree there. Um so let's go a little deeper. What's one thing you're letting go of before the new year?
Um,
That's a
I
good
don't
one.
really, huh?
No, I was saying that's a good one.
I don't really think I'm letting anything go for the new year. I feel like for me, um, if I'm gonna let something go, whether it's like my friends, family, whatever it is, um, I'm gonna let it go before the new year go. When I feel like it's time, it's time, and I just have to move around or I have to move differently with a certain person, stuff like that. I don't wait till the new year. I drop it then and there. You get dropped on your head like a box of chocolates. I ain't even playing.
And I feel the same way because it's like, why wait for the new year? If
Yeah.
listen, if you ain't with it with me now, you ain't gonna be with it me in 2 3 weeks. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So it's like, be gone now, and that's it. Keep it moving.
see,
Keep
I feel
go your
like
separate ways.
sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. My
No,
bad.
no, no. You good?
But I feel like I'm kind of the opposite. Like I feel like I want to give you that day, and then when you if you want to change that day, then you gotta get cut off. For me personally, going into 2026, I set a goal where I don't want to try to please everybody anymore. I don't want to try to be liked by everybody. I don't want to try
Hmm.
to just make myself seem liked and like not do certain stuff to fit in, because at the end of the day, I don't have to fit in with nobody. I don't have to do anything for anybody because nobody is paying rent for me. Nobody is caring for Marlena. So that's what I said. But like that's what I was saying. I'm the opposite of the biggest and AOV, because I'm like, okay, I'll give you to this day, and if you ain't changed your ways, then you gotta get cut off. But
I be
yeah.
feeling like I do give them a certain period, like a certain time frame. Though it's like if I'm working with you, I'm working with you. I'm giving you that leeway. But once I be like, okay, you ain't changed. Oh yeah, boo, you getting dropped like a bag of flies. You got to go. But I'm not gonna wait till the new year because then it'd be like it's like I was sitting there waiting for the new year to come. Like I don't know. So I just be like, hey, I
Yeah,
gave you
you
the
don't
time
owe it
you
to yourself to
looking
wait.
for.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, if you get to that point where, listen, you got to get cut off. That's it's over, right?
Cause I feel like when you stay, you're not doing anything but hurting yourself. Like you just
Hmm.
hurting your own feelings, really, because you expecting something or you want them to change. Like you might want them to, but it's like they not. So drop them. You gotta love people from a distance sometimes.
Hmm.
I feel that. I'm kind of on both sides because I feel like, yeah, if you like the biggest was saying, if they're still with you and you know that something's questionable or whatever, you're giving them that time already. You know what I mean? And you can only give somebody so much time to show that they're changing or to show who they are. Who they are. We'll say that. Um or whatever. So if you have yeah, if you have to drop them, you have to drop them, and that's not for them. That's for you mentally. Like that's draining, and to wait until a New Year's resolution or whatever. Yeah, I feel that, but then I also am on the side with Marlena. If and but I think that that's more like mentally for me. I need to prepare myself, so I give myself that time sometimes, if that makes sense.
Makes sense. I feel like that is
Mhm.
for me too, but I be mentally walking away before I physically walk away.
Yeah.
But it be like, so I be already checked out from it, and you might do something that just put the cherry on top for me, and I'd be like, this is it. This one is the
For
one.
making that choice for me.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That's exactly how it goes too.
Yeah. All right. So, what are we carrying that doesn't belong, or what are you carrying that doesn't belong to anyone?
Hmm.
I'll put it like, okay, so what's something that you learned this year that you're wanting to continue to carry with you into the next year? Like,
Okay. That when people show
Hmm.
you who they are the first time, believe them, because they ain't gonna do nothing but keep revealing themselves to you over and over again.
And that's how I feel like having no expectations. Don't expect anything because the moment you do, that's when shit just start going downhill. You expecting something or someone, whatever it could be anything. Don't expect anything. Just let it flow.
I would kind of say, like probably don't get emotionally attached to anybody because sometimes you can get emotionally attached to somebody too easily, and then when it's time for you to depart from that person, it rips you apart and it tears you down. And some people don't know how to get up from that. So I would say don't get emotionally attached to anybody too quickly, or don't make yourself just love a person so hard it's too hard for you to let them go. Like if it gets to that point, then it gets to that point. But just off rip, do not get emotionally attached to anybody.
I always say you gotta love people, but you gotta love yourself more.
and that's so hard sometimes. It really is.
Yeah, because like we were saying before, it's about the satisfying. You rather satisfy others before you satisfy yourself. But if you think about it, you can't satisfy nothing until you satisfy yourself. You got to be there for you first before you can be there for anyone else or anything.
Yeah. Hmm. We guys kind of touched on it, but what expectations are you releasing? I know you guys, some of you kind of touched on that already, but if anybody's got anything else to say about that one.
Um, I don't have any expectations that I'm releasing because I feel like all of my expectations that I have is like it's set in stone. I ain't shaking it. I don't feel like it's too hard to like come by. Is for me how I look at it, it's the bare minimum. It's the least you can do when dealing with me. If you don't want to deal with me, don't. You're not required to, I promise you. But if you are going to, these are my requirements of you. For sure.
I mean, I agree with the biggest, like I've been saying, either you're gonna get with the program or you don't get with the program. If you're not with my program, then it's not for you. You can go on find something else. But if I'm asking the bare minimum out of you, then I expect you to meet it. If not, if that's too hard for you, then clearly we were not a match. Clearly we were not meant to be friends, relationship wise, anything.
I don't have nothing. I pretty much touched the base earlier.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I agree with you guys. If like the biggest said, bare minimum. I'm not asking for a lot at all. And if you can't give me what I need, then, but then there's something else that for expectations, I try not to expect too much because if I do, I try not to even expect the bare minimum because if I do, I feel like regardless, I'm something bad's going to happen and I'm going to let myself or it's going to let me down and if I'm not expecting that, then I won't be let down, you know what I mean? If it happens and then it's different because I wasn't expecting it. So then I'll be excited. I I think weird about that stuff. But yeah, I agree with you guys. It's if you're asking the bare minimum and it's nothing, too extra. Yeah, I agree. All right. So we're gonna do our closing thoughts and message to the listeners right now. If someone listening is struggling for Christmas, what would you want them to hear?
Well, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
You're already off mute. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, I was gonna pretty much say, listen, if it's bills, if it's work, relationship, someone's passing, that's like a roller coaster for you during this time of the year. There's always light at the end, but you can't ignore it. You gotta go through each obstacle one by one, and whatever works for you and the other party, or however that situation goes, you have to work through it. You can't ignore it. You can't put it to the side because it's just gonna ripple down and tear everything apart. And it's gonna get worse and worse until it gets better. But trust me, you gotta work through it one by one, whatever it is, relationship, work, bills, holidays, satisfying yourself or others. Listen, work through it. Fight, look at it in his face, and do what you got to do. And that's it.
I would say stay true to yourself. Keep yourself grounded, even if it is like AOV said, like the bills, the family, different things like that. Stay grounded. Stay know know your worth. And just surround yourself with love. Like regardless if that's your friends, it's your family. Like just surround yourself with love.
Okay. Um, kind of like they both took the words out of my mouth. If you're struggling like during this time, all I have to say is really go to people that you feel like you can trust and really like just make time to like hold on. Just make time to like allow yourself to just settle down because sometimes we find ourselves struggling because we like way too much on us, so like try to take some of that weight off of, and not to turn this into like a churchy moment, but like sometimes all you gotta do is pray about it. Like honestly, praying can be the best thing you can do in these type of predicaments. Like even if you have kids, like maybe sending them off like with somebody you trust, like a family member, just to weight off a load off of you, and like not trying to tell anybody what to do, but like sometimes like I said, stuff can be weighing on us and that what makes us strong.
I'm gonna say you don't have to have it all figured out. Surviving the season counts. You're allowed to do what's best for you, and you're not alone, even when it feels quiet. So, anybody out there who's struggling, I just want to say feel free to reach out. You can reach out to me. You can reach out to Unfiltered, the podcast. I'm sure, the co host here, you can probably reach out to anybody, any of us, and we'll listen. Um, but you're not alone. We all have, as you've heard, we all have our moments. We all have our feelings, and everybody goes through that tough time around the holidays. I just want to remind everybody before we close up here um, that Christmas Eve and Christmas Day we will be on here for a couple hours. So If you got nothing going on, you can come spend some time with us, hang out, chit chat, whatever. We'll be here. We'll be here for you. Okay? Um, so thank you for being here. And from all of us at Unfiltered the podcast, we're grateful for you and spending this time with us. If this episode resonated with you, go ahead and share it out to somebody. Let them know. Drop a comment. Leave us a message. If you, like I said, if you need somebody to talk to or you're feeling in some sort of way, go ahead and reach out. Reach out to any of us. We know that Christmas is hard. Not just Christmas, but any holiday is hard sometimes. Remember, life gets messy, but we keep it unfiltered. So, happy holidays, everybody. Thank you.
Happy holidays to all of you. I
Happy
appreciate you.
holidays.